Hi again, and welcome to Girl Games Wow. This is your host, Silvana, and here we are, questing again. Since we are already 10, working on our way to 11, soon we will be hitting 15, and 15 is when the dungeons start. So, again, we haven't really gotten much on the way of new subscribers, and that's okay. I'm making these videos for those who want to watch, and subscribers or not, that's going to continue. Just pop in here, make sure I don't forget anything. Oh, and here's a vendor right here. Well, holy poof. A couple of them. Well, there you go there. Note to self. um, so, what I'm going to do with the dungeons is I'm going to play them on this character as they come up once each new dungeon. I will put those dungeons in a separate playlist. I will run those dungeons with a group of, with just a random group. I will go to the group finder and find a group. So that's what we're going to do about dungeons. I figure this way we won't have to do it for every tune. I'll have 3. The banners. Okay. I'm going to have 3 playlists of dungeons, the same dungeons. One is a healer. One as a tank, and one as DPS, so that you can see how the dungeons are different depending on what role you're in. Okay, so we're planning banners. So the first thing you need to do is find these tiny little snowball looking things, and then click the banner plant, and there you go. There's another one over here, so we'll walk over there, do that. Because to me that seems the best way to do it. Plus, that way, while we're going to get some experience, we won't get too over where we should be for the questing. It should be a snowball. I thought so. I just overlooked it. The other thing I want to talk about is if it happens, and I don't really foresee it being an issue, but just in case. Damn it. What pulled on me? Oh, I see you. How did you pull on me from way down here, guy? Dang it, I lost my train of thought. Oh, now I remember. Of course. If we are alright, well, let's start with the first part of this. When you are leveling, you have your quests. And you can't really, wow, you can't really tell anymore, can you? Well, we might not have to worry about that. Back in the day, when you picked up your quests, they would, if it was almost too hard for you or too hard for you, it would be red. If it was super difficult for your level, but doable, it would be orange. If it would be relatively easy, it would be green. And if it was no good for you at all, it would be gray. Now you can kind of tell where you are in that mix if you look at the monsters in the area where you're questing. So click on one. Okay, so his number is gold. His name is yellowish. So he's about equal to where I should be at, which is a good thing because this is where I am. So if we ever get to the point where I notice the monsters that we're fighting are green, or even worse, that they're gray, then I will show you guys how you go about getting a new set of quests and getting rid of the old ones. But I really don't foresee, we're going to change my point of view just a little bit, that being a problem. But that way you know. Notes on the red level, you would think that going somewhere red, especially if you have a higher level character to help you run it, would be a good amount of experience. Okay, so it wants us to kill some guys. So to do that, you need to get up into the airplane. Oh, this one. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of these kinds of fun. You do not control where you're going. Let's start with that. You want to change your point of view so you can see what's below you. You want to left click your mouse and look down. So again, you can see what you're shooting at. And what you do is you click, you hold it. If you pull up, you look up. If you pull down, you look down. Okay? Now you gotta wait. Here's your bomb. You click it, and you start dropping it. So you just click, drop. Click, drop. I didn't realize I wasn't going to pull it up on my bar. A lot of the times when you have quests like this, it'll replace your regular bar and it'll give you your shot bar down there. With this one, it doesn't. Okay, we've done 30, so we can get out of this point of view because I hate it. Yeah, we'll just look at me in the cockpit like I can fly. But there you go. That's how you do that. So I can't believe we're already 11. The early levels, it seems with the episode breaking it up, that it takes a long time. But if I was sitting here doing this in one fell swoop of time, it would not be as long as it is on the episodes. Also, you know, it's been a while since I've played this low of a character in this area, so I'm having to remember where stuff is. I got myself all turned around, so. But it is a time sink. You're gonna invest some time. Okay, so I want you to kill homeboy. Now he's way down south. It's a long walk down there to kill him and a long walk back to turn it in. Now I don't think the vanilla raid started about. Oh, there we go. It tells you 85. Oh well, you can't use Raid Finder until 85. Anyway, if you are a PvP, or why I have this screen up, once you hit 10, you go to PvP. You can join a PvP. I am not a PvPer, so I don't play with that. I don't battleground or anything like that. But if you are or you want to be, that's fine. 10's when you can start doing that. And like I said, 15's when you can start playing with the dungeons. And then when we get there, we'll pick which dungeon we want to do next, or which one which one we want to do next. We won't have done any of them. Which one we want to do first, and we'll just go down the list. The first, when you first hit 15, there's only like one, maybe two that you have access to. Okay, now this dude you need to kill, right? I'm pretty sure that's the guy. If not, well, hell, I'll get some extra XP, right? Oh, there he goes. There he is. He is dead. So, you see, it's really not that hard, and you can go, depending on how well you know the quests and how careful you are when you're in dangerous areas. You can go a long time without having to heal. I just used my rollout. That's just a run feature that monks have, make them move a little faster. So there you go. I hate this stuff because there's not really that much more to talk about other than the quests themselves. So, no, all classes can't use it. Okay. So we have some leather, it's a chest item, armor and stam go up. Here's a leather chest item, armor, intellect, and stam go up. So we'd want that because armor goes up the same, stem goes up the stem, but we're getting that intel. And since we're a healer, intel's important to us. So we want to make sure that we do that. Okay. So we're ready for answers. Oh, IF. It wants us to go to IF. Well, that's fine. IF looks like a good spot to pause, and we can get some rest. Yeah, that's what I can talk about as we go to IF, because getting there takes a minute. Rested bonus. If you notice down here above your tech bar, you have your experience bar. And you'll notice that right now it's this kind of purplish color. That means I'm not rested and I'm just getting regular experience for everything that I do. If you are in a major city, Stormwind, Ironforge, Exdor, Darnassus, Dalaran, for the Alliance, Ogrimmar, Undercity, also Dalaran, because it's a neutral ground. I know there's more for the Horde. For the Horde, you will be resting anytime you're in the city, anywhere in the city. Otherwise, in a smaller town, if it has a mailbox, then the building the mailbox is outside of is always the inn. There are a few places that have an inn and no mailbox. So when you walk into one, if you watch your character, and we'll watch as we come into Ironforge, you'll see it change from your number to, should change to some Z's. That means you're resting. So as you rest, and you notice my bar immediately turned colors to blue. Blue is that you're rested. You get 200% your experience instead of what you, so you get twice as much as you would normally get if you're not rested. So when it's downtime, it's time to go to bed, it's time to go to work, it's time to do whatever, and you're not going to be playing, get yourself to a town if you can, and into an inn, especially if you're interested in leveling. Okay, that's going to send us somewhere in town. And since we're still talking a little bit about rest, we'll do the one that's in town. But that'll get you a lot more experience than just powering through it like I have been. Because even when we were in town, I wasn't putting us in the end. Oh, that guy just had him. Okay, we'll have to wait for him to respawn. Respawn, yay. Okay, so here we go. We've talked about it. Never had it happen so far this playthrough. So there you go. He wasn't here, now he is. So you walk up to him, you click him, you hit this, it'll put him under arrest. Then you walk back and take him downstairs, make sure he's following you. And take him, and I stop a few times to make sure he's following me. back to Queen. Just like that. So, since I know that where we're at with the quest line, I'm just gonna finish this quest here. We're gonna leave ourselves an Ironforge, get some rest. Ooh, better weapon. Can't use it, can't use it. Take the better weapon. Okay, we'll take that better weapon. Alright, so there we go. Next time on Girl Games Well, we'll start picking up some quests and going on to the next area. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I hope that you have a very nice day.